Hello Internet! It's Irina, the Siberian who's gone international, and today I'm gonna teach you how to live. If you've seen my video about a couple of obnoxious parents that I met on the plane, if you haven't, please go watch it. There I briefly mentioned that once I was traveling for a month with the same size of the bag that they were using to carry only the items that they were using on the plane. And also once I traveled to Barcelona with a bunch of my girlfriends, and I noticed that most of them had these huge unliftable bags with them, which were like 30 kilos each. And these experiences made me realize that maybe I do have a skill. Maybe I'm a really good and efficient packer. And today I decided to share my wisdom with the world and tell how you can travel with just a carry-on for a month or even longer. So let's start, and I will tell you how I do that. That time when I did that, when I traveled for a month with just a carry-on, the reason it happened is because I needed to combine a personal part of the trip with the business part of the trip. So even though my company would pay for my checked-in luggage, I didn't want to. So I thought that hey, it's time to apply all the tricks and hacks that I've learned from being a student who studies abroad and has to travel between his home country and the university all the time, with spending as little money as possible, and from being in a long-distance relationship for a while and just traveling a lot. So during that trip, I combined all my hacks and tricks, and today I'm going to share them with you. Let's begin. So, as you can see, I have prepared and I have all the items that I'm going to pack laying on the bed. And here is the suitcase that I'm going to pack them into. And there's a cat who is trying to ruin my video. Bye, sick. One of the biggest challenges with not having a checked-in luggage is that you cannot really bring many liquids with you, and one bottle should not be more than 100 milliliters big, and also they all have to fit into this tiny plastic bag. There are tricks for that. So if you're like me and you're not really a big fan of the hotel shampoos and conditioners, there is a trick. So first of all, when I travel, I always carry this Lush hard shampoo. It's solid, so it's like this, but it's really good. It's a really nice shampoo. It's maybe the fifth one I bought so far. I also used to have a pink one, don't remember the name, but they all are fine. So consider using it as a travel shampoo. It's perfect. I'm so happy ever since I found it. Another cool hack is this toothpaste. Yeah, it's a toothpaste. It's also from Lush. The way it works, you take a bit of water into your mouth, then you take one tablet, chew it, and then it basically foams. It works as a toothpaste, and it works perfectly. They also have a mouthwash, but I don't do that. The next item is the deodorant. To be honest, I prefer the liquid ones, but the beggars can't be choosers, so during the trips I'm using the stick one. So this way I don't have to find room for it in that tiny plastic bag. And now let me show you how do I handle the rest of the liquids. These are the essential liquids. I made it challenging for me, and even though I'm pretending that I'm traveling during the winter, I still took two types of sunscreen. So let's go from left to right, and you'll be amazed how much you can fit into this tiny plastic bag. So this is the sunscreen SPF 50 for the face. This is the sunscreen SPF 50 for the body, and it's exactly 100 milliliters big. Wait, focus. Okay, it doesn't want to focus, but you have to just trust me, it is 100 milliliters big. Then I have 2 packs of dry shampoo. I cannot live without it. You probably can, but I really need it. Then this is the conditioner. I have it left over from the hair dye, and they always put more than I need, so I save them for traveling. Then this is the oil hair, which I also don't feel comfortable living without, so I have this travel pack bottle. I bought it once, and now I just add the oil from the regular sized bottle into this one, because the small one, of course, is more expensive than the big one. Then eye cream, face cream, 2 lip glosses, BB cream or foundation, primer, and a tiny perfume. Believe it or not, but all of that can fit into this tiny plastic bag. This plastic bag is my own. It used to be a package which got left over from something, I don't even remember what, but now I use it for traveling. It's tiny bit bigger than the ones that they provide for free in the airport, and the good thing is that you can pre-pack it already at home and make sure that everything fits. Another challenge is that, well, depending on how stingy is the airline and how picky they are, sometimes they only allow one carry-on item, sometimes they would allow you to have a carry-on item and then a tiny small bag. The second option, it's just perfect, but if they insist on you having just one carry-on item, then you can do it the way I do it. Basically, I always have a small bag, usually a backpack, with me, which I can easily pack into this one piece that I'm allowed to bring. And then when I arrive to the destination, I just take that backpack and use it as an everyday bag, so that I wouldn't have to walk around with a carry-on suitcase. Depending on the purpose of your visit, you can take either a backpack which looks like this. This is the one I take on vacation, or a backpack which looks like this, because this one looks more professional, so if it's a work trip, then I will go for this one. By the way, I told about this pink backpack in details in my video 5 things I like about Canada. It's a really nice brand which I like, so if you like it as well, you can check out the video and see where I got it from. Another key thing to remember is that you need to pick the pair of shoes which is good enough for everything. So I have options. In the winter, I take these boots, which are knee-high with the really small heel, so that I wouldn't get tired walking in them, but so that they would look presentable, so they would look good with everything, with the dress, with the skirt, with jeans, so that I could go wearing them to work, so that I could go wearing them to a nightclub. So, and I have a pair of boots like that. They're now in my Helsinki location, so unfortunately I cannot show them, but a pair of boots like that, it's a savior in this situation, because shoes are heavy, they take a lot of room, and if you can live with just one pair for this month, it's gonna make packing much easier for you. If we're talking about the summertime, then a pair of sneakers, of like white sneakers like this, is a perfect option, because they go with everything. A few years ago, an amazing thing happened, and all of a sudden it became cool to wear sneakers with dresses, and it has made my life so much easier because they do look cool and they're so much comfortable than the shoes. And this is what makes them a perfect choice for traveling during the summer, because again, they go with everything, with jeans, with skirt. You can even go out with them if you mix them with a nice dress which kind of goes with them. If you manage to find a pair which also a bit less casual than the one I just showed, you can even wear it to work. And now you're gonna ask me about the weight. Well, I mean, they have these recommendations, but the weight, in my experience, doesn't really matter, because, I mean, it depends on the airline company. If you travel with a really stingy one, like Ryanair, for example, then yeah, they will weight it, and it's not gonna fly if you put, I don't know, 20 kilos into a suitcase like that. But on the other hand, Ryanair has such cheap prices that you can as well pay for the weight that you're gonna carry. But the pricier companies like Finnair, Lufthansa, Air Canada, Air France, British Airways, even Norwegian, they do not weight your carry-on. So basically, as long as it fits, it's kind of okay, at least so far. Also, it's not only that it's cheaper to travel with just a carry-on and not pay for the checked-in luggage, but also it's often faster and easier, because it always takes a while to stand next to that carousel, wait for the luggage to arrive. You might be getting late for the train or the next plane, because yeah, sometimes you have to take it out and then check it in again, and it takes forever. And not to mention that airlines quite often lose the luggage, and then you have to live for a few days without it before they find it and manage to deliver it to your destination. So yeah, not only that it's cheaper, it's also more efficient and safer to have all your items with you at all times. So this is the full set of items that would be enough for me to survive for a month. The main idea is to have something different to wear every day of the week. And wherever you stay, be it Airbnb or a hotel, at least once a week you will be able to do the laundry. In Airbnbs it's usually free, in the hotels it might cost a few euros. So in this case I'm pretending that I'm traveling during the winter because it's more challenging, because you need more clothes and they're heavier. So what do we have here? Well, first of all, we have a pair of jeans, and we're gonna travel in this pair of jeans because they're the heaviest item out of all our clothes. And on top of that, we have a t-shirt and a warm sweater. We're also gonna wear them during the traveling, because first of all, it allows us not to put 2 items of clothing into the bag, and we need layers because quite often it's cold in the airport. Moving on, here we have 5 items which we can combine with the jeans. They're small and it's gonna be easy to fit them into the suitcase. On top of that, we have 2 dresses. The dresses are great because with one piece you can cover the whole body, so they're real space savers. And unfortunately here I have only one winter dress with me, but in Helsinki I have this amazing black dress which I love so much because it fits perfectly for every occasion. I mean, if you go to the office in it, it looks fine, but you can also go out in it and it will look like a cool dress for going out. On top of that, I have pajamas here and a bag with socks. It's like 7 or 8 pairs there. Then a bag with underwear. And here is my makeup bag, so you can fit all the makeup you need in a bag like that. Also, I have a hair straightener. I cannot live without it, so I just must take it every time I go somewhere. And this is what you've already seen, my plastic bag with liquids. Okay, let me try to put all of that into the suitcase and see how it's gonna look like. As you can see, I managed to put all of that in without any problem. There's actually plenty of room left. As you just saw, it was really easy to fit all of that in. There is still plenty of room left. So if you use it wisely, you can take even more essential items without which you cannot live. What comes to the items which are still there, let me tell you. As I said earlier, those are the traveling clothes and these are the traveling essentials. You should never leave your home without this. So earplugs, which will save you a lot of nerve cells on the plane, because thanks to them you will not hear the snoring people, the crying babies, the music which comes from another person's headphones. The pillow is also a lifesaver, as well as the sleeping mask. And to feel even more comfortable, you need the pair of woolen socks, so that you could take your shoes off during the flight or during the bus ride and feel warm and comfortable. I hope you found some of these tricks and hacks useful and will be able to use them once the traveling resumes back to normal. And I will see you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Go check out my other videos. Bye!